Stay-at-home booktuber tag. Here I am again. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching. I'm doing another booktuber tag. I'm doing the stay-at-home booktuber tag. I'll link below to the two booktubers who kind of one who originated it and one that I watched that I really enjoyed, and I thought, that seems like so much fun, and I'm just having way too much fun with these booktuber tags. We're staying home, it's quarantine, we're doing all the things, we're doing all the self-care, we're doing all the reading and the watching, so let's dive into it. First is the laying in bed tag. This is a book that you can stay in bed reading all day. I'm gonna start out right with romance, just boom, in your face romance. I'm going with Dirty Rowdy Thing by Christina Lauren. There's something about this series, I think it's the Wild, what do they call it? The Wild Season series, that I can't get enough of. This one's, I think this is the second one, and I just love this book so much. The characters are so good. I mean, if you've read a Christina Lauren book, you know that they're super witty and really smart and extra steamy, and I could literally just like sit and reread this again in bed and read it all day. I highly recommend the entire series. And what I love about this series is it's set in San Diego for the most part, and I'm from San Diego, and it always gives me a lot of joy to have books set in my hometown. And so when you add like amazing writing and really great characters, I mean, I'm totally in. I'm in. But it's like funny. I love funny romances, romantic comedies. I love this series. Give it a try. This is the book that I could lay in bed reading all day. Really the series, but the book too. Next is snacking. What is my guilty pleasure read? Okay, I'm coming in with romance one more time in this booktuber tag. And just because I think I need to shout out this book, I haven't talked about this book in a while, and I just think it deserves some presence in this tag a little bit when I think of guilty pleasures. It is Thoughtless by S.C. Stevens. I feel like this is a combination of things for me, at least personally, and maybe for the world, I don't know. When I read Thoughtless, I feel like it was really the beginning of the new adult genre, and it also is one of the books, there's about 2 or 3 during that time, but one of the books that really inspired me to want to write romance, and S.C. Stevens is right up there. It's kind of hefty for a romance novel. I didn't know because I read it in ebook first, and then I bought it because I needed it, and actually like it's signed by the author, and it's like something that's really important to me. But I don't know, I just feel like it was just super addictive, and it's just a really fun story about a couple who moves in with their friend. He's like some super hot musician, and the boyfriend has to go and work far away, and there's this like super slow burn relationship, forbidden sort of interaction between Kellen and Kira, and also her boyfriend is like BFFs, grew up with this guy's. But anyways, there's like music and rock bands, and he's super sexy, and I don't know, there's just something about this writing that I like, it made me want to write. And then I also just like fell in love with romance novels when I read this. So I don't know, do what you will with it. I enjoyed it. I don't know. If you haven't read it and you like romance reads, this is kind of one of the OG new adult novels that I can think of. Guilty pleasure read though, like 100% guilty pleasure read, but still really good. No one talks about it anymore. S.C. Stevens. Next is the Netflix portion of this tag. This is a series that you've been wanting to start. I actually just started reading this literally 2 days ago, which is Aurora Rising. I think the second book just came out either this month or is coming out. Don't quote me on that. But I just started this, and holy shit. I don't know, I am like 2 chapters in, and this is a page turner. How did I not know that this was gonna be crazy good? I mean, I knew people liked it, but I started it yesterday, I started it 2 days ago, and I am like so for this right now. I have been waiting for a sci-fi series I could sink my teeth into since I read the Red Rising series, and this might be it. I'll let you know. I'm only 2 chapters in. I don't know how it's gonna go. This is gonna be a series, so yeah, so you can even see this is the second book that's either out now or out soon, but I just started this. You guys, where have I been? Why haven't I read this? I'm so excited. I actually had to work from home all day today, and all I wanted to do was read this book. It's going down tonight. This tag is the Deep Clean tag. This is a book that's been on your TBR. I don't know, I'm gonna get some book shame for this. This book, Ninth House, has been on my TBR. I feel a little guilt. I was so amped when this book was going to come out. I had a friend who had an advanced reader copy of it, and she was like, dude, this writing is next level. Leah Bardugo has really like outdone herself. I was like, I'm pre-ordering, I'm so excited, and then it came in the mail, and then I haven't read it. That's not exactly true. I downloaded the audiobook and tried listening to it during my morning commute. Shout out to morning commutes when we used to go places, but I couldn't get into it. I had a real struggle with the audiobook, so then I returned to the hardback, and I just fell off the wagon. Not because it wasn't good, I just like lost track of time and got busy and all that sort of stuff. But this is like seriously a book that I really want to read. I get hassled for it a lot because I know it's good, I heard it's good. I literally can't go wrong. I don't know, maybe after I read Aurora Rising, I'll give this book a chance. Have you read this? Tell me about it. I mean, am I missing out? Do I need to read it right now? I want to read it, I really do. It has everything that I like. I want to be part of this fandom too. That's another thing. There's books that like you want to be part of the fandom. This is one of them. It's got like all the dark shit that I like too. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Next part of this tag is Animal Crossing. This is a book you bought because of the hype. I'm gonna stop on this tag really quick. Animal Crossing. This is a game I've been avoiding to play. I don't know what it is. I have this thing inside me that tries to resist popular things, knowing that if I did it, if I started playing Animal Crossing, I would really like it because I love The Sims and I just love games on the Nintendo Switch. So like, I'm just resisting and I won't play it, I won't do it because I got shit to do, like write books and read and record videos, but I'm fighting it. My boyfriend keeps going, why don't you just play Animal Crossing? I think you'd like it. And I'm like, I know I'd like it. That's why I'm resisting. Don't look at me that way. I know it doesn't make sense, but that's how I do, boo-boo. Anyways, back to the tag. Animal Crossing, book that you bought just because of the hype. Court of Thorns and Roses. How do I start this? I bought the Crescent City book right when it came out by Sarah J. Maas, and everyone was like, have you read her other books? And I was like, no, I haven't. This one just really intrigued me. And she, in general, has so much hype behind her that I felt like I needed to get this book. I have not finished Crescent City either. It's probably should go right there with Ninth House on like my TBR guilt thing. But I did start that. I'm actually a pretty good chunk into it. I don't even have an excuse why I haven't finished that. I don't know. I like start way too many books. But anyways, I literally bought this book because the fandom is so huge. So many booktubers talk about it. Good and bad reviews. I hear it's good. I hear it's got like a romance in it, right? I don't know. I bought it because of the hype. I don't really know too much about it, so shoot me. Have you read this book? Should I read this book? Tell me, should I read this book before Crescent City? You tell me. Next is Productivity. Productivity, this is a book that had a big impact on you. Or that you learned something from. I had to think on this. I was gonna choose Big Magic. I was gonna choose Stephen King on writing. I'm just gonna go crazy because I feel like those are maybe more typical. I'm gonna go with Save the Cat. Not your typical writing recommendation, writing know-how book, but this came from a friend of mine, and this is a book on screenwriting, ironically enough, but actually there is a outline format. I feel like my outlining as a writer is really messy, or I get too detailed, or it just doesn't make sense. I don't know. My outlining needed to be keyed down, and there is something called a beat sheet in Save the Cat, and it is pretty much, this guy who wrote this book has written many screenplays for movies, maybe not the most critically acclaimed, but the most blockbusters, like for movies that have really made a bunch of money, essentially like that. And there's a format to it that he's always used, and he shows it, he unveils it in the Save the Cat, and it's called the beat sheet. And if you're a writer, or you're thinking about writing, and you don't know where to start, and you have an idea for a book, I recommend just giving Save the Cat a read. There's something really keyed down about how he explains how storytelling works and how to like write a story that will appeal to the masses and be entertaining without losing the reader or watcher's attention. I actually even, you see this tag? That's actually where the beat sheet is. It's right here. This is the beat sheet. It's a very simple format, and then it outlines what's in each section. I mean, you have opening image, theme stated, setup, catalyst, debate, break into two, B story, fun and games, midpoint, bad guys close in, all is lost, dark night of the soul, break into three, finale, and final image. That's it. You outline those, and then you fill it in. It's not that simple, but you get the gist. Great outline tool. The next tag is Facetime. This is a book that you were gifted. Funnily enough, as a huge book nerd and as a writer, and a book nerd my entire life, I am rarely gifted books. I don't know. It actually bums me out. I actually asked for books for Christmas and no one got me the books. I wanted Ali Wong's biography, funny girl book that was signed from Barnes & Noble, and no one got it for me. I'm just baffled by my friends and family. Maybe they're too afraid to buy me books because I read so many books, but you really can't go wrong. I'm not even gifted Barnes & Noble gift cards. What's up with that? I don't know. Anyways, there's one book that I was gifted in, gosh, I must have been gifted this years ago, 5 years ago, at least 3 years ago, I don't know, a while ago. And it is Au Contraire, Figuring Out the French. My dad bought this for me, and I wish I could find the note that he wrote me that is so sweet. There was a time where I wanted to move to France. I'm not even kidding you. There was a time where I wanted to move to a different country. I'm always providing backstories, but growing up, I actually lived in England for 2 years and went to school there. I went to secondary school. Shout out to Hollyfield Secondary School in Surbiton. I've always kind of wanted to go back, and but it's hard to convince. I didn't want to go alone, so I wanted to try and convince my friends to come with me, and a couple of my friends, one of them spoke French, and he was like, well, I want to move to France. And I was like, I could move to France. I'll learn French for this. And I was in it. I was getting ready. And my parents bought me this book, and it really is, even in general, I'm still consider myself a slight Francophile. Probably not as extreme as other people, but I do have a fascination with the French. And you guys, I can't even tell you how close I was. If it wasn't for my friends backing down, this could be a very different booktube channel. I could be speaking French.
Bonjour.
And I don't even know where I'd be right now. And shout out to my parents for being ultimately supportive my entire life. They always wanted me to be creative. They always wanted me to write. They always pushed me to do anything that I wanted to do, no matter how extreme it was, even if it was moving to France. Cute though, right? They're good people. Next is self-care. What are you doing recently to look after yourself? You guys, this might not be surprising. I cannot stop buying skincare products or makeup, but really so much skincare, so much pharmacy, so much Supergoop, so much. I'm just a huge proponent of taking care of yourself, having a good routine. Life's crazy right now, and I don't know about you, but if I don't have some sort of structure, I kind of lose my mind. So I wake up at 7 in the morning, I take a shower, I do my skincare routine, make a cup of coffee, and I'm good. Those are things that I consider self-care. Of course, reading and writing and all that goes into it, but if I don't start my day and finish my day off, kind of focusing on me, and it's little, it's small, it's just taking care of my skin, it's just, I don't know. That's just me. I just have a solid skincare routine, and that's what I consider self-care right now. It's small, but it's mighty, and yeah. Bonus question, name a book that's coming out soon. You guys, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Hunger Games, hello, I can't wait to read this book. A part of me is just morbid fascination to see what's gonna happen in this book. But I'm excited, I have it pre-ordered. It delivers May 21st. That is the book that I can't wait to read. Hopefully I can finish some of the other books that I have going on. But dude, I can't believe it's coming out. I'm all sorts of curious. How about you? Are you looking forward to that book? And also honorable mention, also Midnight Sun, because duh. but I have until August for that book to come out. But side note, it comes out like August 4th or August 6th. Regardless, it's like a couple days before my birthday, which is August 6th. And I'm excited for Midnight Sun to be a little birthday present to myself. But for the time being, for present times, right now, a book coming out is the new Hunger Games book. I am so excited, and yeah. Let's make that the question among the many that I've asked in this video. What book are you most looking forward to right now this year? Tell me in the comments. I'll also link all the books I talked about today in the comments as well. And as always, thank you for watching. You are awesome. I appreciate you. Again, I can't tell if this is going well, but I keep making videos, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. And if you're watching, thank you. You're awesome. I appreciate you. Yeah. All right, that brings us to the end of this booktuber stay-at-home booktuber tag. I hope you're staying safe and healthy. I don't know when my next video will be. Hopefully it is soon, but until then, please like this video and subscribe. That would be awesome. I mean, that's help me help you. I don't know how that works. And yeah, thank you. I need to find a better way to end these videos. But for now, until next time, catch you later.